to separate, we're going to make a long leg. You guys see where the pin bone is? Right there. So we're going to break it right there where the pin bone is. Okay? And then we're going to break it right on the 4th rib, which is going to be right about there. Okay? And I'm going to go around and feel it and show you that I hit the 4th rib. Now what I was doing there was wiggling the blade bone. And I can see the blade bone goes into about like there. When you move it, do you see it? Okay, and so I want just about that much of the blade bone left in my prime rib, or rack, as we call it. Okay, then we're going to separate the neck at this tip, and we're going to take the brisket and the shank off right beside the white patch. Hold on now. Has there been a new reference anywhere? So we're breaking this exactly like we break a pig / beef. Okay? The references are all the same. Does that make sense? If you look right here, you find the big wedge of fat. That's where I'm taking that off. Cool? So I'm going to submit to you one more time that I've taught you how to do a mouse, a moose, a deer, a camel. You know what I'm saying? All species have the same muscle groups. This is why we only do lamb once a semester. There's a couple little tricks that you need to see, and after that, it's all good. Fair? Okay, so let's break this. Ready? Yeah. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to do the loin and leg. Then I'm going to do the shoulder. Okay, hold still. We got one right up there. 1, 2, 3. It might be between the 3rd and the 4th. Okay, I'm going to cut it right there. Okay. Split my loin. No, we don't take the tenderloin off of these. So what we're going to show you today is mostly bone-in cuts. I'm going to show you a couple boneless, but lamb mostly is bone-in. That's why they yield so much. Okay. I'm going to separate the loin from the rack. I'm going to do that a little longer than normal. Taking my rib. Then I'm going to separate my chops from my rack. Any guesses where I'm going to do that at? Pardon me?
Last rib.
Last rib, exactly. So there's my last rib. Cool. Then I've got to do what? There you go. Am I submitting to you that you guys already know how to do this? Okay. Not one new thing so far. The only thing we do different is we kind of go a little long on this. They like to do racks. Normally break it right tight. They like to do the Frenching sometimes.
Good.
I do. I do. Comes from working in the plants all the time, you never shut them off. So you give me that big, it's like having an unloaded gun. It's running and everything knows it. get that white patch square across. Take the neck, split them open, I'll have the shoulder. I'll have the picnic and the blade together. Is that fair? Okay. Okay, turn me on. Thank you, Fred. Then you gotta hold it up. This is probably the only thing that you need to know about lambs that's different. Hold it up so it's square. Then you split it. Tap the legs. Alright, so the next trick is we're going to take off the shank. And we're going to do the same thing we do with the beef. We're going to see where we're going to wiggle it. And we find the joint. And we're going to cut the leg off. Straight across. Okay? And we're going to sell that as just like that. I'm going to have to saw that. That saw blade is giving me lots of back here. So I'm going to have to saw that off. Okay, and then I'm just going to clean up in here, make sure I got a nice and clean surface in there. If the tail's sticking out, I might take the tail off, but otherwise I'm just going to leave that like that. Flip it over, double check for clean. Sometimes there's heavy fat along this ass end. And done.
It's still recording, it just saves battery.
Cool? The other one. Okay, so this one I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to bone it out. Now, if I was to tell you to bone this out, how would you do it?
H-bone. H-bone.
So the H-bone. So we got to go in on here, because this is the H-bone plus the pin bone. There's a little piece of tenderloin there, right? I've always got to mark down my backbone. Cool? I gotta get into that joint, just like I do with pork legs and beef legs. So the trick is to push it in tight. Been a while since I've done this. Okay, I'm going to try something totally new today. I'm going to try leaving this seam on. Usually when I do this, I clean this up, but I was thinking about it last night. I think I can save the shank if I follow the seam in, just like I do on pigs or beef. Did you hear me? I'm trying something new. Right in front of you. How brave am I? But if I can save the shank for sale, why wouldn't I do this? Because otherwise it's just going to come off this leg as trim, right? So what I'm doing is just outlining that bone in there, and then I'm going to go around that bone and mark it. I've made my life more miserable by doing this today, but I wanted to try. Now, I think that's good. Then the next side, I got to go around the ball joint and mark it. I've seen guys do this with pork. You can't do it with beef, and it's really hard to do with pork. Now, why would you do this? This could be sold as stuffing. If I told you how to bone out this leg, what would you have done? You'd have come in here 1, 2 seams. That would have been totally right. Okay, so you already know how to do this. You've never seen this done. So now I'm going to helicopter or propeller. See why I wanted to show you it? Okay? Then you can put stuffing in there. And we're just going to net that up just like that. Cool? And then I'll be able to just take this. Should be a joint right above, where are you? Way higher. Way higher. Did you yell Waldo? Some days, boys, you gotta get off the drugs there, Jimmy. And I'll be able to sell that as a nice shank too. That's the first time I've ever done that. Usually I bone out that bone all the way, take out that bone. And I was thinking about it, why couldn't I do that? Okay? Instead of making a trim out of this, when I have, this is heavily desired. We're gonna take that over there. I'm gonna put the shoulder blade bones on this thing, the neck bones. Any ideas how we do that?
Feather bones.
Mark down the feather bones. Always. So on that one, there's more, they're all there on that side. I didn't get a good split. Then I'm going to stand down and I'm going to take down the ribs. Tight to the ribs. Just like you're doing picnics, the rib bones on the picnic. That fair?
Thanks, Brad.
No problem. What a sweetheart. I'm going to be a YouTube star. And for good things for a change. Yeah.
So what do you do with the lamb bones, Brad?
So I don't do anything with them. Could they be made into lamb stock? Have you ever seen lamb stock for sale?
Yeah.
Why not?
Can't say I've looked over it.
Well, I mean, I've never seen it, and I'm not saying that. So all I've done is now is taken the bone out. We'll clean that up. Okay? What would be the next step after you take out the bones of the blade bone? Baked beef. Backstrap or elastin. Alright, so far have I taught you anything new other than tunnel boning?
Other than the what's over?
Tunnel boning. Other than this? Then I'm just going to clean up this here a little bit. Okay, so then I'm going to stick my knife in on the bottom of the blade, straight in, and I'm going to cut in a circular motion over to the shank bone. Thus opening it up, and I'm going to very carefully get in on top of my blade and clean it off. Once I have my blade bone cleaned off, I'm going to come down the side of my shank and down the side of my blade bone all the way. Cool? Then I'm going to come down the other side. But I'm not going to come down my blade bone. I'm going to turn and go through my joint. And then I'm going to come on the inside of my blade, and I'm only going to do an inch. That's important to remember. If you go farther, you're going to tear meat out. Then I'm going to snap it, push it down so I can get my knife in behind my blade bone. Cool? And what I want to do is go in tight and then scrape it. Pull right there. Put one hand there. Left hand pull. Come on, pull on it. Did you just see what we just did? Thank you.
So where were you scraping right?
So I was scraping here to let this go.
Oh.
Okay? I can't pull a pork one, I can't pull a beef one, but I could always pull this lamb one. Okay? If you come too far down on this side, if you come down to here, you rip this muscle that comes with you. You can only go about that far, okay? We got that back together. Now we've got that, think about beef, we've got that heavy gland thing. Well, lamb's right here, you can feel it right there. So we're just gonna go get this heavy gland out. Okay. Doing a little cleanup, making sure we're nice and clean. But not too much fat. This is pretty good. Okay. And then we're going to run it through our netter. And we'll run it through from this muscle here is our tender muscle. We're going to run it through from that perspective. So we're going to run it through like that. Cool? Any questions?
No, sir. Not yet.
Pretty straightforward, eh? Unfortunately, because of the season, I'm not going to be able to do too many of them. Maybe Vlad will be really good to share a video with us. Although there is a video on there showing me how to do this. Somewhere. I did it several times. Okay, any questions? Okay. What does this look like? Steak pig. Side ribs, right? Okay, so we don't sell bacon for lamb.